Hello guys, Garcia here. This is the beginning of a new playthrough on the channel, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. So this is one of my favorite games of all time, top 10. And it's a game that I played many times. Actually, I think I actually have a save here. Yeah, from my older character. But we're going to start a new one. So everybody knows what Gauntlet is. So it's basically that arcade game that over the years got new versions and got also versions for like consoles and stuff. Let me think. Let's go with like a very obvious one here. Let's go Conan the Barbarian. Alright, so I never played this game alone before. Every time I finished this game was like with like 3 or 4 people back in the day. So I have no idea. Sorry. Let's go again. So I have no idea how difficult this is alone. We'll see. So I have a save, but I never like finished the game alone, so we'll see. Alright, so we have several different characters that we can use here. So the Sorceress, the Jester, bunch of bonus characters that we are not going to use. And I always go with the Warrior. There's Valkyrie, Wizard, Archer, so there's a lot of different like characters for different playing styles. They are not that different, but you know. So let's go. I always get the Green Warrior. That's like my pet character. Okay, so we are here in the tower. So exposition dump. So welcome, mighty heroes. The evil mage Garm has broken into my tower and used the runestones to summon the demon Scorn. Scorn broke free from Garm's control and destroyed him. Scorn has unleashed his minions upon the land and scattered the runestones across the 8 realms. Now he has sealed himself in the desecrated temple. The entrance is protected by 8 magical shards. Each is in the possession of one of Scorn's mighty guardians. You must travel to each of the 8 realms, fight your way through Scorn's minions, and defeat his guardians. Once after obtaining all 8 shards, can you enter the desecrated temple and banish Scorn to the underworld. Scorn has sealed the entrance to each realm with a magical shield. Throughout the land you will find crystals which will enable you to remove these shields. I have summoned to my tower enough crystals to unlock one of the 8 realms, the Forsaken Province. Go now, the fate of the realms is in your hands. That's it. That's the entire story of the game, basically right there. So, Gauntlet obviously is a household name in gaming, obviously. It's a very old game. I'm pretty sure maybe like in the 80s there was already Gauntlets running around in like gaming machines and stuff. Alright, so I got enough crystals to open. So this is the Forsaken Province. So basically how this game goes is that you go into each of these 8 realms. Each realm is going to have like 5-6 stages. And you need to complete all the stages. You need to get enough crystals to open the following realm. So you can open the next barrier. I'm going to show you guys the next realm is blocked because I don't have enough crystals to open it. So here. You need 100 red crystals to enter the Mountain Kingdom, which is the first realm of the PS1 version. This is the PS2 version, so we have extra realms. Or at least one extra realm, which is this one. Yeah, so I played this game several times before, obviously. And I completed it with like 3 people and 4 people. And it's not like a super long game, but it can be super long if you decide to farm. So let me manage the character so you guys can see. Save, change, load, quit. Yeah, no, I can't do this right now. I need to actually finish the stage to show you guys. But there's like all the stats and all of the power-ups that you can get. So this is a very fun game. Has some RPG aspects to it, but it's mostly like a kind of like a medieval fighting force, if you remember that game from the PS1. It's just a hack and slash beat 'em up, you know, but in a 3D environment, and has all these cool kingdoms and all these cool enemies. So there's like dragons, there's like genies, there's like chimeras and Tiamat herself and so on. So it's a very fun game. So let's go. So I forgot to check the controls. I probably should have done that. The Poison Fields. Okay. So this is the first realm that we have to tackle here. That's our first group of enemies there. So oh, I thought that was like a crash. No. Alright, so save keys shopping chest. There you go. I'm going to let the narrator do his job here. The narrator for this game is awesome. Has like a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines vibe to it. It's like a kind of a goofy narrator. Has like this epic voice. You have now enough crystals to open something something, you know? Very unique.
Some barrels contain items.
There you go. So, triangle is the special. So that bar down there, there's two specials, the yellow special and the red special when the bar is completely full. We have gold, we have the amount of hearts, that basically is our health there. We have the keys, we have the level, and also we have a compass there. I don't even know if I need a compass, but I'll leave it there, whatever. So yeah, this game is supposed to be played like with a bunch of people, obviously. But I also find it very fun to play by myself. I never had any problem with that. The first time I finished the game was with like 4 people. I had the multi-tap, which is basically a device that you connect to your PS2.
Use magic to kill enemies.
I'm not going to use the potion right now, but potions are very useful in this game. So I finished the game using the multi-tap. So the multi-tap, you connect it to your PS2, and it allows you to use 4 controllers instead of 2. Just like an N64, you know, basically. So I played with this guy here, a warrior, and everybody else was like Jester, an archer, and a Valkyrie, I think. And we finished the game. Then I finished again with like 3 people, and then a few years back we finished again, and so on. So yeah, me and my buddies, we love this game very much. We grew up playing it. This specific game, not like the entirety of like the Gauntlet franchise. But the first one that I played was the one for the PS1, which is like a slightly worse version than this one, with like less stuff and so on. Obviously the graphics was slightly worse too. Not like Gauntlet has like amazing graphics, that's not the point of this game, clearly, as you can see. But I don't care all that much, I like the stylized graphics. What I love the most about this game is that it's like a huge adventure. You go to like the sandy kingdoms, or like the ice kingdoms and so on. So there's like all different types of like geography and all different types of climate and different types of enemies too. So in the second one we are going to fight in mountains and castles, and there's one that's also like an acid land that's kind of similar to this one, but there's like giant ships. So like there's a lot of different environments and different enemies to fight. It's really cool. So the main point of the game is you need to destroy these generators here. They keep generating enemies, as you can see, and you need to dispose of them to be able to proceed. More keys, great. And the idea of the game is that you need to get all of those rune stones that you need to gather in order to open the path to Scorn, which is the final boss. And also you need to gather crystals to open the path to new kingdoms, to be able to get the next runestones, you know? So yeah, this playthrough might be slightly long, because the game is actually kind of long, especially when you're playing by yourself. Because if you think about it, if you spend like 15 to 20 minutes in each phase, and there's many phases, and yeah, you will know that it's quite a long game. Oh, there you go. We got a level. Awesome. There's also different items that we need to get. Past the mill is a well-guarded vault, sure. But you guys will see in time what are the other items we need to gather here. So this first entire group of phases here, this first 5 phases in the Forsaken Kingdom here. Oh, acid breath, that's cool. See? So there's a lot of power-ups, a lot of different items. So they were able to like rejuvenate the concept. I didn't choose turbo right now.
Generals may carry items.
There you go. So there's just like generals, which are like slightly more powerful enemies that give you like these special items. There you go, the runestone. One runestone has been found. So me and my friends back in the day, we actually I played with my cousins too, and man, we used to like imitate this guy a lot. You know, around the table, like at my grandma's, and we would like have lunch there. We would be like, one runestone has been found. Green warrior has gained the level, and so on. And yeah, all of that in English, and I'm Brazilian, so yeah, we like the English dialogue in this game. So it's very cool. The story is basically that's it. We need to go through all these realms.
Destroy secret walls.
Oh, I got wings. Cool. Wings are good to not step on like spikes and stuff. What is this?
Gas mask.
Oh, gas mask. With a gas mask, you can actually walk around poisonous clouds like this one that I'm in here. That's a poison fruit. You can grab food. Food heals you. Oh, chill, bro. You stay there. Lots of vermin here. Okay. So yeah, I played this game a lot. And to this day, it is my favorite multiplayer game of all time. The only one that I think is better is kind of an unfair comparison, but is World of Warcraft, basically. The game that I had more fun playing with others, you know. But this is my favorite multiplayer game of all time. So let's see if we can complete it solo here. So let's go, man. So I'll be bringing some trivia and some trivias and some memories throughout the playthrough. But for now, let's just focus on trying to get this first stage done. So the most important part is to never leave a stage without fully exploring it, except when you are almost dead. That's basically the only exception. Because you cannot leave the runestones behind, otherwise you need to replay the stage again. And you also need a lot of crystals to open the entrances to like different kingdoms.
Phoenix familiar.
Oh, the familiar gives me an extra fireball. So you can either walk to the enemies and you will auto attack them, or you can just attack them from a distance like this. Or you can use the power attack, which nobody uses because it's too slow. It depends, maybe on certain bosses, it's cool. The bosses of this game are awesome, are amazing, all of them. They're all like huge and epic, you know. I think the boss for the Forsaken Province, which is the stage we are in here, not the stage, the realm we are in, is like a lich, I'm pretty sure. So there's a lich, there's a genie, there's like Tiamat, there's a Chimera. What else? There's a bunch of super cool bosses. There you go, another level. Another funny thing about playing this game multiplayer is that you guys actually are not ever in the same level. So if you kill more enemies, or the enemies that give more XP, you will have a higher level. So you are always competing to kill more, every time. So there's times when you use your special to kill more enemies, and then your friend also uses a special. So you guys wasted a special just because both of you wanted to kill a guy that gave you extra XP, you know? And then later on you would have problems because you use like your potions and stuff. So yeah. Okay. So I've been meaning to play this game for the longest time, again. And I was like, well, I have a channel, might as well, right? I'm not sure how well this game will cross over to YouTube in terms of like viewership. My guess is not great, but that's fine. Barely anything on my channel like gets a huge amount of views, and I don't really care that much, I guess. Just play what I like. Come on, go down. Oh, that's a good one. Super shot. Okay. I need to find like a boss or something to be able to use this. Oh, there's a lot of crystals. Okay. So the longer we go in this playthrough, the less I will remember, because I have several playthroughs in the past that I started but didn't finish. So the earlier kingdoms I know pretty well. After that, I have less experience in the kingdoms ahead, you know, in the realms. So what I like the most about this game is not only that it's like the greatest multiplayer game of all time in my opinion, but it's also that, yeah, I want to enter here, but I don't want to waste the super shot. That's a problem. I'm pretty sure I can break this wall here, but damn it. At least I already got the main thing, which is the runestone, so I don't need to worry about it all that much. There's gotta be like a mini boss here somewhere. To use the super shot in or on. Whatever. I guess there were enough enemies there to justify. What about here? This seems like a good place for a boss. Yeah, you know what? This is getting kind of annoying. I'm just going to get rid of this. There you go. Because if you have like a good item like this, you'll be like compelled to not use it, to wait for like a good enemy to use it on. But the problem is that you can't do the normal things with your normal weapon. That's kind of annoying. So what we got here? So there you go, that's one of the items I was talking to you guys about. There's 2 wings in the temple that we were, in the temple in which you can select the stages. To open the 2 windows, the 2 wings, you need to gather a bunch of those golden items. Sometimes they are claws, sometimes they are different items. Let me see if I can break this. There you go. So every time you see like a place like this, that like there's items on the other side, chances are you'll be able to break some wall or something to be able to go to the other side. Which is another thing that I like a lot about this game. Okay, so let's go. Conan the Barbarian. So usually I play with a Minotaur. Minotaur is one of the first characters that you open. I think it's like the first or the second bonus characters. The problem is when you start with a new character, when you switch characters, they start at level 1. So you need to, you know, start from scratch, and I really don't want to do that. And I also, the warrior is my favorite character anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much. The bonus characters, they are slightly stronger on average. They start stronger too, and they evolve like with better stats and so on. But frankly, it doesn't do like a whole lot of difference, or doesn't make a lot of difference at the end of the day, at least not for me. Because you can farm all the stages. Let's say we just did this stage, right? You can play this stage like 10 times if you want to, and gather as many resources and crystals and levels as possible if you want to. So because farming is so easy in this game, there's not like a huge difference between characters. There's not like a super strong and a super weak character. There you go. So you can basically play with whatever you want. So I had a friend the guy's alive. I'm talking about the guy like in the past tense, like he's not around anymore. But I have a friend that he usually plays with the Valkyrie. And he always plays with the Valkyrie every single time. And yeah, was never weak or bad or anything like that. I always play with the warrior. I had a fella that always played with a Jester that played with us. Jester is basically a bomb thrower. So he's like more of a specialist in that particular field. So sometimes I won't be able to get everything that a stage can offer here because frankly I don't remember everything. Alright, the path ahead is laden with traps for the greedy. Oh yeah, I remember this one. We used to take a lot of damage. So this game is so funny, not only like because it is goofy by its design alone and the voices and all that stuff, even the graphics. It's like a game that doesn't take itself incredibly seriously at all, and it doesn't need to, you know. It's epic and cool enough. It doesn't need to be like super serious. But also playing with friends and stuff, man, the amount of crazy stuff that happens, like people randomly dying or like clicking stuff that they shouldn't, or like the death appears. You guys will see there's 2 enemies that are called death in this game. Oh, don't eat that. So one is basically a regular death with like a black robe. That death is terrible because it actually drains your XP, so you can lose a level or a couple of levels if you don't deal with it quickly. And the other one drains health, so it's a death with a red robe, you know? No!
Some chests may explode when opened.
There you go. He explained it. My man. Man, there's so many games that I wish like there would be like a narrator for, just because of how much I like the Gauntlets like narrator here. There's another Gauntlet for the PS2. It's called. I'm trying to remember the name. Yeah, I don't remember right now. But there's another Gauntlet, but it has nothing to do with the arcade version, and also has nothing to do either with the classic one or this one. A completely different game. And it's a very short one too. In like 5 hours you can finish the game. Oh, damn it. That was a mistake. Well, at least I already have 5 potions. So I still haven't used my magic yet. So another cool aspect about this game is that you can see the evolution of your character basically in his body. He's going to get new pieces of armor. So as you can see, I'm like level 4 right now. So I only have this piece of cloth here and my boots. But later on we are going to get a bunch of cool like quote-unquote appliances to our character here. So, oh damn it, I lost another barrel.
Explosions destroy items.
Damn it. Okay. That's annoying. So, you can see the evolution of your character in your character, physically. We can also get a familiar later on and so on. It's really cool. And also you can see the effect of your higher stats in your character. So if you have a character that is like super fast, you will actually physically walk around way faster during the stages. If your character is super strong, you will deal more damage like very obviously. So it's like you can see the evolution of your character. Yeah, and you can block in this game too, but blocking is kind of pointless to be honest. Nossa. This is not going well. There you go, use the push there. Lots of treasure. So yeah, this game has a lot of cool stuff going for it. I wouldn't say like it was ahead of its time, but to this day I never played a game that is this fun in terms of like multiplayer. At least not in this style of like medieval stuff. So death awaits those who try to pass. Prepare yourself. There you go. We need to use a potion to deal with this particular enemy. So you always need to hit the walls because there might be some crystals or like a runestone behind the wall or something. So there you go. That's death. I don't know which one of the two. I don't think they would put like the XP drainer here in the beginning, but you know what? I don't remember, so maybe there is a chance. There you go. So I'm going to step on this and I'm going to actually activate her. So she's gonna come. There you go. So that's the main use for the potion. It's for like special enemies and for the death characters, both the black one and the red one. All right, we did it. Okay, so 359 kills, the gold, the XP that we got. So when you play multiplayer, you can compare with your friends, like how many characters you killed, how much gold you got, how much XP, and so on. So these are the base attributes: strength, armor, speed, and magic. So the warrior starts with a lot of strength, but obviously my magic is terrible. My speed is just average, and my armor is just okay. So other characters have higher armor, higher speed, higher magic, and so on and so on. Max health, 800, okay. So, in this game, just a second. Okay, so, in this game, there's a shop, as you can see here, and you can buy items that will, like, be expended, like, really quickly. So, you usually buy them for bosses and stuff. Or, you can also buy health. So, for example, you can buy meat, or you can buy, like, a cherry. I'm going to buy right here. So 700. So as you can see, each cherry gives me like 20 or something like that. And after you start getting real money, meaning like on the thousands, you can start actually buying attributes. So not only you can get attributes via XP, but you can also buy strength and so on and so on. So it's really cool. So these are all the items we have. So we have 15 crystals for the Forsaken Province. We already have 40 for the second province, the Mountain Kingdom, I think. We have only one Fang, so as you can see, that's exactly all the items we need. So not only we get the runestones, we get the crystals, we get those golden items, we also can get legendary items. which are items that you can start with the moment you enter a boss stage. If you have the legendary item, you will start the stage and you instantly give the boss like, I think like half their health out of damage, like in one hit, because you have the legendary item that is good against them. And as you can see, there's like a puzzle. We need to get the pieces to create a portal to fight the final boss. So basically that's it. So I'm going to save here instead of saving on top of my old guy, because my old guy is like level 70 or something. Done? Alright. So basically that's how it goes, the game.
Congratulations! You have found a runestone.
There you go, you got one. There's a lot of runestones to get. Okay. So what is this stage? I don't even remember. Oh, the town. I see. So depending on the stage, you might need to like go to the shop and heal yourself. Especially if is a stage that like has like sappy effects, like lava or like acid. So you need to keep your health high, especially because playing by yourself here, obviously all the damage that is coming is going to come to you, so you need to be able to withstand it somehow. Oh, the boss character there. There you go. Got stuck. Okay, let's go.
Green warrior has gained a level.
Alright, so level 5 already. We are making good time here. Can I break this? No. Oh, I love the song. Another thing about this game that is awesome is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. It's not like ridiculously fancy or anything like that. This game is like from the end of the 90s. I don't remember. I don't even think this game is from the 2000s, to be honest. It's one of the first games for the PS2 era, for the PS2 console. Not all food can be found at ground level. Okay, so we need to open this. So how do we open this? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. So yeah, this game, I think there has a version for obviously the arcade, has a version for Nintendo 64, has a version for GameCube. This game has been everywhere. It's one of those games that you like, you read the reviews from people back in the day, from critics, and they are like, oh, the graphics suck, the performance is bad, the game is boring, and so on and so on. But then you actually like look for people that play this game, either on YouTube or something like that. You see that how much people love this game.
Avoid dangerous objects.
Because frankly, it's just like one of those games that like historically significant. For a lot of people, that was like the first time they played like a 4-player game, you know, outside of like Nintendo 64 or something like that. Especially on the arcade days and so on. So yeah, that is one of those games that people have a lot of nostalgia for. And it is a very solid game all around. What you can't do with this game is to expect too much of it. Like, what about the story? Well, we already know the story, and the story, that's it. It's not going to get better, it's not going to give you like new NPCs or anything like that. It's just, that's it, you know? This game is all about the gameplay, the cool scenarios, the cool stages, the cool bosses, the great soundtrack. And something like that, for example, exploding yourself by mistake. The goofiness of it. I love goofy games. I love games that like are not serious all that much, you know? So for example, the biggest critique that I have in relation to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, the one that is coming down the pipeline, being produced, my biggest critique, my biggest problem with it, is that it doesn't feel goofy enough. You know, it feels too serious. There were some goofy material that was shown over the years, like people doing like weird dances and some cool dialogues and so on. But it has to be goofy, you know? Not goofy to the point of like, I can't take this seriously, but goofy enough to be like, Alright, this is slightly serious, but it's also funny. The best example that I can give of a game that has like a perfect balance of like goofy and serious is Borderlands. Borderlands is awesome in that aspect. It's like the perfect not so serious game that is also super fun. Obviously it's difficult to compare Gauntlet to freaking Borderlands. It's a completely different style of game, but the logic is kind of the same. Okay, so probably there's not going to be a runestone on the stage, but I'm trying to explore as much as possible of every room here, just to be sure. The great thing about this game is that, let's say there's a runestone in the stage and you didn't get it, you can just try again, simple as that. Also, as far as I remember, if you play in a stage that has like runestone and you finish the stage and you don't get the runestone, I think the moment you leave the stage, actually you hear a laugh. I think it's the laugh of Scorn, the final boss, because you didn't get the runestone. So the way you know that there's a stage that has a runestone that you didn't get is by listening to the laugh. Because then you know, oh, I goofed, I didn't get the runestone that I needed to get, you know? I think that's how it goes, but it's been a while, so we'll see. Come on. So far we're doing well here. But the first kingdom is really easy in terms of everything, basically. The damage is not that high, the enemies are not that difficult, the stages are not that difficult, and so on. The stages start getting way harder later on. Not only in terms of like enemies, but also in terms of like the actual stages, the amounts of levers and different paths that you need to take in order to actually get the items that you need. They get way more complicated later on. Also, this game scales pretty well, so if you can, for example, let's say you are playing this game with like 4 people, or with a group of 4 people including you. If someone, for example, can't show up in a day, you can just play with 3 people without any major problem. Because you can load the characters into the game, you don't load a save file, you load your character. So because you load your character, you can use your character with other characters from other people. So they don't need to be in the same playthrough, that's what I mean. That's really cool. That's something that Diablo did too for the PS1. You would save the game and the character. So if you wanted to keep playing with your character, but you wanted to play with someone else or in a different save file, you could, because you can load just the character, you know? I was trying to get rid of the hammer there, just to be able to try to throw some axes at the doors here to see if there's like some items behind. Try to get to the other side there, but I think it's only through here. Alright, so down here we have nothing. We definitely have something here, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so this one was destroyed by the hammer. There you go. So I do remember a few things, but mostly in the earlier kingdoms, right? Death for to those who dare steal from the hangman. So who the hell is the hangman?
Limited levitation.
Levitation, cool. It doesn't help a whole lot here. Yeah, just get rid of these people. This vermin. Okay. So another thing that connects this game to like other parts of like my memory is that at the time I was playing this game with all my buddies when I was like 15, 16. We also had an RPG group, a tabletop RPG group going. And so I connect this game to Dungeons and Dragons just because of that. Because that's what was the RPG we were playing back then. And so every time I think of Gauntlet, I not only think of like those goofy memories about we playing, all four of us playing the game, but I also remember what else I was doing back then. And the same people that played the games with me also played tabletop RPGs too. So we would like play Gauntlet on like Friday, and Saturday we would play tabletop RPGs, you know? Mainly Dungeons and Dragons, the 3rd edition. Okay. Oh, there's a button and there's a lever. So we need to come back here to check this chest later. Can I break the wall? Nope. Potion? Oh, damn it. Well, I'm stuck. What's here? Food. So the biggest problem that you might run in this game during stages is not having enough keys, because you end up like opening, for example, I just opened, oh there you go, stop the time. I actually need to use this. I know that there's a boss ahead, yeah there you go. Let's use the stop time to kill this guy. Come on. Not working. Yeah, so that means it's probably not possible to kill him. Oh, I see, so I need to use the ranged version of the attack. Okay. Damn. There's a bunch of mini bosses like this one. Chill, bro! There you go. Alright. So as I was saying, the main problem that you might run into while playing the longer stages is just not having enough keys. So later in the game it's advised to have like at least 3-4 keys before you enter any stage, just in case, you know, you don't have enough keys, damn it, to open everything that you need. That might force you to replay a stage if you like, you know, runestones behind like some sort of contraption, but you need to use a key to open it. Or maybe you need 2 and you only have 1, and so on and so on. So key management is actually important. So what we got here? Plasma Trail. So each character in the game has a different special.
Has gained a level.
So I have the Fire Arc and the Plasma Trail. So every single character will be like good at something. We had one playthrough in which I was the warrior, as always. I only play warrior. And we had the Valkyrie guy, and we also had a guy play with a dwarf. So basically, they're 2 mainly defensive characters, and I was the only one doing like the actual damage.
Green warrior is now Pojo.
Pojo. Oh, she actually spits fire. I see. That's cool. So before I go in that direction, let's check what else can I do here. The gallows. Oh, money. I want this. Absolutely. Death is inactive for some reason. So let me see if I complete this side. How long is this going to last? At least I can step on the vermin while doing that. Some more keys. Now I have tons of keys. Yeah, this is taking forever. Should go away. There you go. Damn it. still inactive. So I need to press this, right? There you go. Oh, that's a lot of gold. The moment I get this, let's see how much this is. I had 500 actually. That's a lot. There you go. Alright, so let's go in this direction now. I complete this side. There's nothing here. Cherry. You can't move the camera around, by the way. The camera moves automatically. So if the camera stops in a certain way, in a certain position, in a certain place of the stage, that's how you need to deal with it. Camera control was not like a big deal back then. Sometimes it's a problem depending on the stage, but most of the time it's fine. I just find this game so entertaining for some reason. It's a combination of everything, not only the memories, but the music, the design of the creatures, the goofiness. The style of combat is so weird. You can just like get an axe and you can endlessly just throw at someone. Just crazy. Makes no sense whatsoever. So I was talking about the fact that they were able to like rejuvenate the game and how the game was supposed to be played in newer generations. So instead of going the same route they did with the Gauntlet games for the longest time, they decided to create this style of multiplayer game with like long stages and different scenarios and so on. Instead of like being a arena that you have to keep opening gates and gates and doors and so on to be able to proceed. You still need to open gates and doors, but there's not what the game is about anymore, for the most part. This is the worst type of enemy to deal with. Alright, we got another Fang. 2,000 gold, that's actually pretty good for level 8. But yeah, playing by yourself, you get all the gold, obviously. So, another thing that we used to do when we played this in the multiplayer version, we used to share everything. So let's say meat. So I have 500, you have 700, the other guy has 900. So we always gave the meat to the guy that needed the most, obviously. We also would share the gold. So if I get gold right now, then the next person in line gets the next piece of gold and so on. Sometimes it failed, but most of the time it worked pretty well. Because it's a hectic game, a lot of things going on, especially with many people playing. And also potions, so we would like, I got a potion, the next potion is yours and so on. Spreading the potions is actually useful because, say someone saw the death, the black robe death, the one that drains XP coming. If that person that saw death doesn't have a potion, they will have to run towards someone and say, "Oh, come on, guys! There's the death is here. The death is here." So if everybody has a potion, they can deal with the death way easier. The character. This would take us to a bonus stage that we can like gather coins in order to get new characters. We don't need that because we're going to be using the same character all the way through. So I'm not going to use this. But the bonus stages are actually cool. I like them. But we just don't have any reason to play them, really. Alright guys, so let's go. So I apologize if I'm talking way too much here. But I would rather get this out of the way in the first episode so we can focus more on playthrough later. Because right now the stages are pretty simple. But later they're going to get very, very complicated. Another thing that's very important, there's no reason to pool money. So you don't need to gather money forever and never spend it. You can spend it if you want to. I will actually. I'll get an extra key. I don't think I need an extra potion. 3 potions are fine. So I'm going to start buying my first points. So I'm going to buy 10 speed and 10 armor. Magic is good too, but frankly, early on, I only use potions for either the mini bosses or death. So there's no reason to like raise the damage, you know. I don't think it does a whole lot. So yeah, that's basically how the game goes, guys. So we already completed 2 stages. We're gonna go to the 3rd stage of the Forsaken Kingdom here in the next episode. So you gather all the crystals. So let's say we have 75, I think, right now. So the moment we get 100, as you can see, there's 100 written on the floor here. With those 100, we'll be able to open this one, and then we can go here and so on. And you can also keep farming the bosses too. So if there's a boss that you find easy to kill, or you find it easy to kill, you can just enter and keep farming the boss for gold. And you can keep buying attributes and so on. So we are going to stop eventually to farm a little bit during our journey, to be able to get our character up to speed to the challenges that we are going to face here. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys tell me in the comments if you guys also have nostalgia for the Gauntlet games, not only this one but other ones as well. The soundtrack of this game is so amazing that I'm really excited for the Mountain Kingdom, because it's the first stage of the PS1 version, which is the first version I played. And man, I love all of those soundtracks, all of those songs for every single stage. I love all of them. Also the boss song too. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Oh, and yeah, if you leave your character alone, they will start making poses. That's great that I did that just by randomly. So yeah, that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.